Inshallah and Ashe. Welcome to a thankful Thursday, or it should be a grateful one, right? What are we authentically grateful for? I'm grateful for my neighbors turning me in for my son's dog. That was a great day yesterday, just saying that out loud. So it's like, were you safe yesterday, or did you keep your mind out of the rabbit hole, or did you follow the white or the black rabbit? Curious times indeed. My day was quite curious, just saying that out loud. And did you notice the uptightness of the neighborhood, the village that you're in, as things feel like they're falling apart, or maybe they are? So they may fall together and get reorganized. We're kind of in it. All the things that have been hidden may start like appearing. And today is an authentic energy of the season of Libra. It's the Libra season day, really. So as the cross threads are kind of fading, creating a new weave of our fabric of our destiny, that's kind of how I see that, our heart's going to not only gravitate, but also be open to restoring balance in our inner world of how we are relating to ourselves and what does that even look like. Anything that's like the forces of adversity, disruptiveness, discourse, overly sensitive, possibly moody, that's going to meet kind of the scales of Libra today, harmonizing the flow, moving into the flow, a spiritual truth of really understanding who we are within ourselves. So this is a day where streams of grace are literally offering us a new inward beginning of feeling more at home within ourselves, having more harmony in the body, or a feeling of peace and calm and serenity. So take the time and the space to really appreciate your inner creativity, reconciliation, restoration, and filtering through that energy of the day. But we also have Venus, the ruler of Libra, is coming home today as well. So you may just notice the art and beauty and fashion and wellness, the comforts of your home, your hearth, your family, your inner realm, where you are really soliciting that inner solitude, that alone time, that sacred space is kind of what's our soul and our spirit are calling for. So just allow your mind to drift off into the cloud state, that realm, and just feel into your feelings and do what you feel like today, that inner realm. And with that, welcome to the Daily Snippet. I am your host, a little late on this Thursday of thankfulness, a practicing holistic shaman and medium, and an otherworldly life coach and a subtle energetic surgeon. But I do go by the term holistic shaman medium, which is really a merging and a cosmic soup of it all. But my intention is to utilize these indigenous technologies, these indigenous ways, with these elemental realms, our original divine blueprint to navigate our soul's harmonic through these realms, imaginal or otherwise, into the shamanic portal, our eighth energetic center, the soul star, sometimes people call it that, along with the cosmos and the subtle realms and really so much more, with offerings, prescriptions, and rituals, the otherworldly kind, to really add to your sacred sauce or your spidey sauce, those ingredients, your personal container, along with your prime directive and your personal medicine, just really assisting you in discovering your inner genius, the personal medicine, the star that I believe we all are, really reintroducing you to that magical essence, the being that resides within each and every one of us, so that your light shines even brighter. My name is Tanya D, and welcome to my virtual medicine room. So literally, how has the Scorpio been for y'all? I mean, a little more intense it was for me because my moon is in that season. So it was great until it hit the day to the day degree kind of thing. And then it all shift broke loose. Like, the world around you maybe is in turmoil. And, I know it's reality crumbling, not saying it's not, but I keep that shift to myself. I really like to hold on to the optimistic threads, boundaries, ladies and gentlemen, energetic boundaries, emotional boundaries in the neighborhood for me, the home even, well, sort of. Even, the boundaries of the neighborhood, really kind of interesting. But enough of that. The energy of the cosmos is one of receiving capital today. So we have this ability to naturally or organically just open up, be light, be effervescent, be flexible, be harmonious, balancing our inner world with the outer world. Our hearing sister or the clairaudient channel is open for our spirit team. So really calling them in and listening, that heartfelt listening, asking questions and being in solitude and listening. But with the moon in Scorpio, well, I should say at least for myself, you may open up to repressed, hidden, or forgotten feelings that are really deep, coming out from under the rug, bubbling to the surface. So it's a great idea to start those morning threads. I know we're in the afternoon, by just restoring inner balance, nurturing and releasing that fabric, and be in the streams of compassion, non-judgment. Be kind to yourself. Of all of the things to be kind. And we are really all learning ways of kindness to better treat ourselves in the day-to-day and in our inner world. And in this galactic stage, this is when we have the bounty of really relating to ourselves and upcycling that relationship, like changing a Nelly habit into a positive one, like drinking your salad, getting off salt, drinking less beer, or eating healthy. I don't know. And just learning and understanding what we've all been experiencing that's going to come full circle. So in some ways or areas, it's seeing where we need to really open up and accept things in our life, an attitude of gratitude. And at the same time, you may also be in or be ready to be like in hyperdrive into a new potential within yourself, your prime directive. So it's like, who's the one to determine the appearance of your stage? Well, authentically, it's our heart chalice, the heart, the center of the star that we are. Authentically, and our heart space really should be determining our own inner self-love, that inner heart acceptance, that inner heart of receiving. The mind kind of is a curator. It's creating chaos usually. So just be mindful. Being mindful, that really is a tool. The heart is the center. It's the core of us, the part of us that knows what is authentically heartfelt, the best for us. So if your heart is feeling great, then things are like, in fact, doing amazing. It is great. So really spend time and space really opening up and accepting, validating, receiving your heartfelt self fully, wholeheartedly for who you are without adding any judgment. Then really open up to what changes you can make within how you are relating to yourself moving forward. And really the intention is to initiate the peace, the restoring of the peace, the balance, the serenity, tranquility. And this really is an inside job, just accepting who we are and opening up to a new personal aspect of ourselves and really holding faith to that. So with that, I went a little long. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe if you don't mind. But our options, I guess you can tell what they are. But yeah, subscribe to my YouTube channel or otherwise referring a friend, liking and sharing. That really helps. Authentically heartfelt with that algorithm to echo it out to other like-minded musers. Tanya D on YouTube, my Musing with Tanya D podcast, Instagram, and some private groups or my page. And a big shout out to the community, the village. To my new subscribers, thanks again for that. Blessings and ashe, streaming that to you. And a shout out, of course, to all of you that have been part of my journey since the very beginning. Thank you. I see you. I hear you. The messages are great. The comments, the emails, etc., etc. But with all of that, if you don't mind hitting the bell button so you do get notified, and remember, a comment and a share does get you a message for your way to get you on your day. Yeah, and it just really helps with the algorithm out in the galactic universe on all things. But insights of the other world, the world of spirits and elements and so much more. You can also find me on TikTok with my little snippets as well. TikTok's kind of interesting, just saying that out loud. But if your soul is nudging you to dive on deeper into the realms of the spirit world, the other world, head on over to my Musing Corridor. This is my digital library in the sky. It's a venue where you have some amazing options to assist you. I'm actually going to be there to guide you as well, along with a private sacred circle, a community, what I would call a village community. I really am your otherworldly shamanic assistant. You truly are your own healer, and I have some cool stuff percolating right now. But sometimes we do need some otherworldly life coach visionaries to get us out of our own way. So with that, what we have here is calm waters. I'm going with calm water, serenity, a warming candle. Maybe you meditate with a candle, and a view, a mountaintop view. Who doesn't love being in nature and just staring out at the horizon? Let's be real. That's the frequency of today, by the way. But a few announcements while you muse about your choices. The door is open to utilize your intuitive gifts, your psychic abilities, the world of energy merging into the intuitive energy, spirit realm, to the physical body, and more. This is really about energy to matter, bringing spirit to matter, changing your stars, or at least activating on that energetic highway, the star that you are inside of you. So when we begin to merge the energy body and the subtle energetic body in the fields with our physical and our soul, then we become the being, the star that we are meant to be, who we are, especially in the season of Libra. That's what is in our container of relating right now, how we relate to our inner world, our inner self. And soon we're going to be in the relating, who we are relating to in our day-to-day world, and then out into the spheres. So it's all kind of a resonance field. But it's also work, right? Loving our shadows and all, the ghost in the darkness. So we have to create sacred space. We need boundaries. We need protection. So Change Your Stars is on the highway to instigate and integrate all of that, if you have yet to see the early bird offering. And this Sunday is my meditation circle streaming. I do that 10 a.m. first Sunday of each month. You can join that as well. It's the season of Libra, where we open up our heart, our chalice, to receive the blessings of kind of like our soul's harmonics, I guess. And last but not least, if your soul is nudging you, your prime directive, what I would call your inner genius, actually your personal medicine, what we all have, it's calling out for a one-on-one. The Art of Cowrie Shell Divination, it's brought to the West by Elder Melodoma Somé of the Dagara tribe in West Africa, Burkina Faso. And Melodoma Somé is an African shaman who brought this ancient art, these wisdoms and these indigenous technologies to the West. That's what his name called for, his medicine, his own personal medicine. And I've been a protege, a student of elders, and I continue to be of soul service to this wisdom and these ancient technologies. But your personal medicine and discovering your inner genius through the elementals, the realm of our ancestors and the cosmic debris, those energetic hiccups, forces of adversity, which are everywhere. So these things happen for us, not necessarily to us, but the main arena of interest, or the area, is our ancestors, the realm of the ancestors. And then we dive in deeper into the forces of adversity to really see where things are playing out. So be sure to schedule a session if your soul is nudging you or tugging you or pulling you, tapping you, I don't know, to invest in your own personal medicine, your inner genius, and I will for sure be of soul service to you. So with that, I'm sure you've chose your choice. On the elemental highway, we have a Yin Wood Rooster of a day. Yin Wood is like vines. Vines that when you trim them, they grow more and they have inner strength. They have perseverance. And the two roosters there are trimming up the vines, so they're going to be even more abundant. So if this was a relationship, the rooster would be, or the rooster would try, or the partner keeps kind of agitating the person, kind of trimming them up all the time, continually nitpicking and pruning away at them. Not really fun, right? So our day does need the sun to bring in the fun and the elemental of warming fire, a nice hearth in our home, dry warm earth, the comforts of home and nature. But this calls for the flamboyant talent that's coming in on the month. This is creativity, communication, sex appeal, energetic, chatty, feels a little bit kind of whimsical, unpredictable, kind of like a rogue flamboyant. And on the year, coming in from our ancestors, our lineage, we have what's called the altruist. These are people that are concerned about the well-being of the others, the sick, the weak. So these are people who are naturally kind. Often, kindness, I'll say, is often seen as weakness. Know that myself. But these people create ballads through song where the lyrics are really using or addressing social injustices and sharing their empathy with the song. So it's like this flamboyant, altruistic kind of a day. It's a day to serve up, the best way to relate ourselves kind of moving forward, if that makes sense. But the messages of the day, who's on first? The seers, the voice, our throat center, along with the higher octave and our auric field, cleansing the auric template. It's like, can you see the pictures and the symbols swirling around there? But the seers, first up, if you chose, here's your options again, calm waters, a nice candle to meditate with, or a serenity, a view, a mountaintop perspective, a different otherworldly view. Just taking in the peace, right? So we're going to go with the mountaintop if you chose that. First, you get the Queen of Seers, or I should say the Queen of Cups. Look at that magical card. So this is magic in the emotional realm. It's feeling extremely intuitive today. Maybe you're highly attuned emotionally, having that emotional intelligence. It's also love and compassion, sensitivity, strength, empathy, I'd say emotional empathy or sacral, leading with our heart and also healing. But the Queen of Hearts is one of the most intuitive characters in all the tarot, just floating in her dreamlike state of spiritual connection. So she's asking us how well our emotions have been serving us lately, or if we're even validating them, and remembering that, or reminding you really that you really have the ability to connect on a much deeper level, and feeling and accepting that emotional intuition, that empathy, and listen closely as a way to understand what's authentically, truly going on. Just ensuring that other people feel heard when you're communicating with them, and devoting time to their emotional cues, see the divine beauty in all of life's experiences. So it really kind of takes both the sun and the shadows to really create the ocean floor, to make it sparkle. So really allow your intuitive heart to open, to be openly expressing in deep love, which is kind of the message of the day. Who doesn't love that card? Actually, I love this entire deck, let's be honest. Okay, now if you chose the warming candle, you get the High Priestess, which I like this. I'll take it. This is the 2 as well. This is the moon, the High Priestess. So that's emotions. Once again, it kind of feels a little like the dark side of the moon, maybe a little black lily-like, being otherworldly. But this is all about keeping secrets. It's gossiping, mistruths, hidden agendas, fear of intuitive abilities, or not even paying attention to our inner voice, our inner guidance beacon voice. So she's sitting on the edge of this realm and the next, and she draws down meaning and illumination from beyond the veils in the other dimensions, sacred insights, profound wisdom. They're kind of flowing into us now. But to access them, we must tune into our intuition and submerge our thoughts into her subconscious realm. So this is the language of the unconscious mind. It's revealing itself to us now through a metaphor in a way, like dreams or ancient memoirs or memories, and that resurface to be kind of processed to be validated. So just kind of paying attention to synchronicity, any nagging feelings of being off track, as well as those gut instincts, those gut feelings that move us into a new direction. So these are like the divine whispers, the whispering of the divine that are emanating from our soul, that really hold an important message for us, and the bridge between the enigmatic realm of the priestess and our conscious understanding of the signs and the sigils. They're going to be found through quiet introspection. So we all have the answers that we're seeking, but by following the truth, that's when we're going to find them. So this really is kind of about the serenity and the energy of today. And to finish up, you can't believe this, who we got next. And I think my final choice was the calm serenity of the waters. You get the devil, this handsome guy. Who doesn't like a handsome devil? The devil wearing Prada. But the 15, that is the mind and also our heart, allowing our heart to stir our mind, not the mind to stir the heart. 2 different swirling frequencies. And when you do, you bring peace to your day and your day-to-day world. But this is all about vices, the grip of addiction and need for liberation, healthy versus unhealthy sexuality, materialism, the healing found in the darkness, delving into our shadow selves, the forces of adversity, being trapped in our own stories, maybe some manipulation, maybe you're lying to yourself. It's also temptation. But he's reaching out his hand, the devil is, granting a release from the mundane with those promises of earthly material pleasures. He's asking us, he's inviting us. He is doing what Libras do, invite. And sometimes this release is healthy and it's also necessary. But he hides the fact that he's offering everything that we can become addicted to, from alcohol, drugs, work, sex, you name it, to more nuanced addictions like codependency in relationships or how others make us feel. Anything that can entrap us or overtake our life can be really harmful in excess, right? But the devil is a nudge or telling us to delve into our own shadows. He's nudging us to do that. So he's going to bring us there. And then it really is up to us to either fall fully into the darkness, which I always say there's magic on the other side, or to work on healing through our own relationships with our own beautiful soul and our beautiful hearts, illuminating the things that are kind of vying for our time, our energy, our love, and basically leaving us feeling empty. Just remember that addictions don't necessarily look scary or demonic until they literally do. So this is about seeking liberation from the bindings that are keeping us trapped and untethering ourselves, like literally unknotting ourselves in the darkness, and look for those fragmented aspects of the self and the source of light. There's always light in the darkest of the dark. And in the darkness, we are free to heal everything. But with the elements, the cosmic highway and the messages, we have the devil, the queen of intuition, the cups, the high priestess, and an otherworldly queen. I would affirm I am in my sacred space, receiving peace within, opening me to a new relationship with me, my inner self. This is like me on me. That's kind of the voice of the voice kind of thing. But join me for an early bird. Change your stars, not just utilizing your intuition and your psychic abilities, but really how to navigate your star grid, the center of our hearts, our core, our prime directive. And of course, the energetic meditation circle is streaming this Sunday, 10 a.m. Mountain Time. I will also see you there in the ethers. With that, I will say ashe, blessings to you, and I'll see you on the other side. Bye.